What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kayla Jamese. This tutorial today is going to be on a look that I posted on Instagram. I'm going to post the picture right here. It is a look that I posted on Instagram. I was kind of bummed that I didn't record it when I did it, but you know, I just decided to recreate it because honestly I was just playing in my makeup yesterday and I just was like, well, let me use this green, let me use this yellow, let me use this. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please stay to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all of that, and yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so to start off with recreating the look, I started off with a really light base, like way lighter than I usually do. I usually use my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade of Mon, and it's usually like, that's usually my highlight shade when I'm trying to highlight. So I went into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit and I used the shade Nude, and that gave me a light base so the pigment could really show up with the greens, yellows, and blues. You want to start off with a lighter base when you're doing lighter colors because they just won't show up, especially, you know, if you're a brown skin girl. We already have trouble with light colors and everything, so it's important that you start out with a lighter base so that your colors can show up. So the next step is to go into my Take Me Back to Brazil palette. This palette, honestly, I bought it because I was just like, oh, it's cute, you know, but I'm not really a bright person. I usually don't use, like, I don't do bright colors, but I decided to challenge myself, so that's how I got into this in the first place. My first step, I took this yellow right here, okay, this doesn't have a name, but I took this yellow right here and I started putting that right here as a transition color because we're going to go from yellow to green to, you know what I'm saying, girl.
Shake our bodies to the music, maybe let your score. So come on, baby, won't you show some class? Why do you have to move so fast? We don't have to.
Alright, so we've added the yellow. That actually took a little bit of a minute for me because, you know, like I said, especially on brown skin girls, it's really hard to find bright colors that really pop. I mean, you have a few palettes that really, you know, get the job done, but not every palette. And I'm not trying to bash this palette. This palette is actually really good. Okay, so I realized my mic was not on, so but we got the yellows done. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to move into the green. By the way, I'm using mostly Morphe brushes because those are mostly the brushes that I have. I have some brushes who do not have a name on them, so if I don't mention them, then, you know, I don't know where it came from. This brush that I used for the yellow, it's a Morphe brush, but it doesn't have a number or anything. It came in their little kit with this pretty cute bag. So I'm not really sure exactly what the number of this brush is, but it came in a set of like six or seven or something like that. So yeah, we're going to take the green. We are going to take this nice, I believe this is like, it's a green, but it's more like a turquoise kind of. We're gonna take that, and that is going to be our crease color. All right, now I'm gonna go back into the yellow just to blend all of this out.
Alright, so now that we blended that, the great thing is that when I blended this out, hold on, give me a second.
Okay, the great thing is that when I blended the yellow into the turquoise, it created like just a little bit of a green color right in there, which also helped with the transition color and kind of just really made everything just really seamless. Next thing that we're going to do, we are going to add the blue. Now for the blue, I took this color right here and this color. This one actually has more of almost like a silvery tint to it. It kind of has like silver glitter in it. I took those two colors and I also made just a little bit in the crease, and then we're also going to use them later after we cut the crease. So I'm just going to wipe away some of the fallout, but our next step is to cut the crease. So remember we talked about lighter concealers make your pigment show up just a little bit more. So I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro concealer. Y'all already know, drugstore, yes. Oh, this is in creamy beige. This isn't really that light, but it's definitely light that I couldn't use it as a highlight shade because, you know, things start looking a little gray and a little ashy. So, but this is definitely light enough to use for your concealers, your cut creases, your, you know, things like that. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush. I'm not really sure where this brush came from, but that brush seemed to just be a little too big, and I like my brushes to be a little rounded, and that's also square. So just switch to another brush, no problem.
Just gonna get something to eat. Want something? What you got?
Alright, still staying in our Take Me Back to Brazil palette. The next thing that we're going to do for our lid color, we are going to take this color down here. You guys can't see that. We are going to take, okay, get it together. So we are going to take this color right here. I love this color actually, and I accidentally like touched it by accident, and I was like, oh, well, we're going to use that, okay? So just going to take that, put that on the lid. We're going to go back into the two blues that we used. We're going to put this right in there just to make everything seamless. Then also we are going to go back into that Morphe brush that we used for the yellow, and we're just gonna brush everything around just to make sure that everything is seamless. There are no harsh lines of demarcation, that you can't clock me, because I don't play that over here. So we still have a few more steps to go. So I'm going to go into my Heavy Metals palette by Urban Decay, and I use the shade Acoustic. Wow, you can like clearly see everything. And I just use that for a shimmery color, just to add just a little bit more of like an aluminum type look. I actually use the same brush that I used for the green. Okay, all right. Alright, and for the last step, we are going to add the infamous gold line right above the crease. So I take eyelash glue. These do not stick anybody's lashes. I don't care what the box says, what the tube says, doesn't stick anything. So I found that it was perfect for adding glitter. So usually what I do, I take a very tiny brush and I take the top and I just dip my brush in there. Get the brush nice and saturated with glue. Then I just put it right above the crease. And I also take more if need be. So because you don't want to hurry up and let the glue dry by doing the other eye, I just do one eye at a time when I do this. Dip that in the glue. And I literally just take the glitter and I just press it on there. I don't swipe. I don't do anything. I just press. And so with that, you do have to keep going back in with it, which, you know, some people don't like to do. You know, some people don't have patience. I usually don't have patience, but usually when you swipe, you end up taking the glue with it, and that's just gonna make me even more upset. So I found that actually having patience with this is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and then we're going to get right into the foundation routine. Now that our eyes are finally done, I know that was a lot of steps. The look turned out great to me. Tell me what you guys think. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into my foundation routine. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Primer. You already know, my holy grail. And I'm going to take my Smashbox Studio Skin. I'm in the shade 4.05. I love this one because it's also matte, but it is a hydrating foundation. So it's, you know, sometimes when things are matte, it starts getting a little cakey, and then once you add your powder, your pressed powder, your, you know, everything like that, and by that time you literally just look like sandpaper or something. Go ahead and take my primer, take my foundation, and get those done. Then I'm going to come back with my concealer. So I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour wear waterproof concealer. This is in the shade Dark. I'm also going to take my NARS Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Amande, medium dark 3. I'm going to take my stippling brush and I'm just going to stipple that in. Now that I've got that somewhat blended out, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is in the Deep Kit. I'm going to take Rich Earth. I believe this is Rich Earth. Yeah, Rich Earth. And I'm just going to place that in the places that I contour. And then I'm going to blend out my contour and my concealer just so I can blend them together. That's why I still have, you know, obvious lines of demarcation. We're going to set everywhere that we concealed. So I'm going to take, you already know, ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder, Dark. Just going to take that and set everywhere where I conceal. So just to wipe everything away, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder, my pressed powder, matte and poreless. This is in the shade 330. This is also a Real Technique brush. I honestly bought it because it was cute. I mean, look at it though. Isn't this so cute and bougie? Like, yeah, so I'm just going to wipe everything away with my pressed powder.
You just took for granted that I want to skinny deep, quickie. That's your game.
Alright, so our last steps are to finish the eyes. I'm going to do liner, lashes. I'm going to finish the color down on my lower lash line. And then we're going to set, highlight, and then we'll be done, sis.
Hit the floor, shake our bodies to the music, maybe let your score. So come on, baby, won't you show some class? Why do you have to move so fast? We don't have to take our clothes off, so have a good time. Oh no, we could dance somebody all night and drink some cherry wine. Oh.
Alright, so here's the final look. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was like a lengthy process, but honestly, I was just playing in my makeup yesterday, and this is how I came up with the look. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all of that. Yeah, and we'll see you next time.